Hello everyone, welcome to week 2. So 1 week down and you're on your way. So I hope week 1 wasn't so bad with your reading and self-paced courses. But now to look at week 2. So the overview of week 2 is starting to look at leadership theories. So the topics will be leadership theories, looking at servant leadership, transformational leadership, transactional leadership, distributive leadership, and synergistic leadership, which will all be discussed in your text and other readings and media events that you have for the week. So let's get a little bit of a view of what's going to be covered. As you can see, the instructor video is right now blank, but I'll be uploading this video. Your readings for the week in green is going to be on theories and approaches to leadership, which is chapter 3. That'll get into those different leaderships I mentioned earlier. Then you're going to have Clarkin's developing spiritual potentials, principles, and practice of leadership. Gives you a great sense of how you develop that inner person to really use the gifts God has given them. And then Anderson's going to be an article read on servant leadership and understanding what it means to be a servant and a leader. I think it's a balance that needs to be found, as some might take servant leadership as maybe being a pushover or a walkover, but really it's something different than that. Really is saying, I'm willing to serve with you, to support you, to move forward, knowing that we need to serve each other. So you'll read more on that as we go through. So your leadership theories is the learning module for the week. The discussion board. So the discussion board is going a little bit different, where you'll be actually seeing a video from Cheryl Green. I'm sorry, Cheryl, and I've just blanked on her last name. Let me pull it up so that way I have the right name for you. I feel bad that I did not have it correct for you. I so apologize for that. Cheryl Sandberg. There we go. Cheryl Sandberg. And Marina, I see that you've already responded to her, the viewing of the video, but in essence, you're going to watch the video, which is right here, that gender differences in leadership. And if you see here, there's Cheryl Sandberg. I had it pulled up here. You're going to watch her TED Talk and then respond to talk about the gender bias that is out in the workplace and the difference that comes out as a leader as well. And do you see any of this in your work or home life? And then discuss some strategies to prevent this from occurring. Look at education. We're full of a variety of individuals, and we want to make sure that we're accessing the best potential of all leadership, not having a bias that comes in. So I hope that you enjoy that and bring in that conversation. A reminder about your discussion board is that you are expected to, by Thursday of this week, put your initial response. Again, a writing. Yes, it's going to be somewhat of an opinion piece and experience, but you want to make sure that you're backing it with something that you've read, something that you've viewed, to support your point of view. So making sure that you include that and then citing that correctly and making sure it's included in there. And then after Thursday, or before that as well, looking and responding to 2 other individuals and their post, whether it's an agreement or the etiquette of agreeing to disagree and then stating your points or your reasons as well. Again, you'll be able to read all the expectations for the discussion board on the outline of discussion board etiquette when you're on the discussion board page. So besides the reading, the learning module, and the discussion board, we have our library orientation. That is on Tuesday night, March the 13th at 5 p.m. I'll do a separate announcement about that so that way you have that connection. And what's expected is that you'll take a screenshot and submit it with some more information up on the Blackboard, and will be graded on it. And then assignment number 2 is the movie comparison assignment between General Patton and Chamberlain. I'm understanding that some of you might be having a challenge with Patton's video. When you go to that submit assignments, pardon me as I try and take us there right now, and clicking on the Patton video, it could possibly look blank. For me, I know on my Mac I had to say download Flash, and then it should bring it up that you can view it just like the Chamberlain as well. Should be there to view as well. If you cannot access, I'm trying to get connection to the video clip in a way that I can either email it to you, put it up in another location. So please let me know and I'll work with you. But this is a compare and contrast, and hint, hint, you'll link it to a couple of the leadership theories or styles that you'll read about this week as well. So that is due by Sunday night, March the 18th. And that covers the week in a nutshell. If there are any questions that you might have, I encourage you to text or email me. The Christian leadership message connects back with servant leadership, which you'll read about from Anderson, and then there's a video as well. Now, looking ahead, if you haven't started the NIH certification, that is something that is expected to do not this week in week 2, but it will be due next Sunday, so that March the 25th. It is a module that'll have a couple of hours to it, so you'll want to take your time in that. And then next week in the live session, we will be talking about the assignment after the NIH, which is the leadership interview, and we'll be discussing the questions. But if you need a preview of that, just click on the assignment description, and you'll see some key things that we're looking for about each of these leaders, and it would be the same set of questions for the educational one as well as the business or outside leader outside of education. So I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions. I hope they have a great week, and God bless.